welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a review and a demo using the Rutic Glam palette from Dominique Cosmetics. I've had this for a week now, so I have my full thoughts on the palette, as well as I'm going to show you guys how I got this look. So if that sounds good, why don't we go ahead and jump in. Rutic Glam palette that we're going to be reviewing today. It's from Dominique Cosmetics. I purchased mine at Sephora. I know you can also purchase it at her website. Here is the outer packaging. I think it's so pretty. It has the blue, and this one was $44 when I did purchase it. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the inside of the palette. So inside you do get 12 different shades. The pans in these are huge. The style of this palette is similar to her Berries and Cream palette. If you guys haven't tried that one, she also has her Latte palette, which is one of my favorite palettes ever. I do really enjoy the formula of her eyeshadows, and I like that she has like these larger pans. I like the fact that you get a mirror on them. I really loved the color story with this one, which is what drew me into it. I just think it's very pretty. You get a lot of fun shades in here, but there's also a lot of wearable shades. So you kind of have obviously your pops of blue in here, but you also have this really nice like matte green shade. You have a pink in here. This really fun one that I have on my outer edge right here has a little bit of shimmer in it. You have this green, and then you have your like neutrals with these oranges, and there's a pink in here, a purple. I do think you can create a lot of neutral looks with this one, but also really get like those fun looks. How they describe this is a day to night palette, and I definitely feel like it works for that. A lot of these neutraler tones you could do for a day look, and then kind of vamp it up with like this on the outer edge or the green, and kind of just do something fun if you're changing it to a night look, or rock that during the day. I do that all the time. So I will go ahead and show you guys swatches from all of the shades of the palette. All right, so here are the swatches of all of the shades. So inside of this palette, you get 3 different full like foiled shimmer shades. So you have this one here, this one, and then your purple. And then we have a few shades that kind of have like this glittery reflect, which is this one and this one. They have a little bit of a glitter reflect, but they're more of a matte formula. So when you put those on, if you're going to pack them on the lid, that's the best way I found to apply them, instead of kind of blending them into the crease or something like that. If you pack them on, they kind of give a really pretty like shimmery look, but nothing too intense. It's kind of more of like a matte. I just wanted to mention that the formula of her shadows, if you've never tried them before, they're very buttery, very smooth, easy to blend. I do really enjoy them. I will say that with her palettes, you do get quite a bit of kickback. I will show you guys an example of that. So if I were to run my brush into one of these matte shades, like if I tap in, you can see I'm getting quite a bit of kickback in the pan. That is something to note. If that bothers you, then you might want to skip on this palette, but for me, it doesn't really bother me when it comes to it. I just know to tap lightly and, you know, kind of tap off my excess on my brush. So I did just want to throw that out there in case that's something that does bother you. But aside from that, I do really like the formula of these shadows, and now I'm going to get into the tutorial so you can see me using them on my eyes. So I'm first going to go into the shade right here called Fringe, and I'm going to work that into my crease. I just grabbed like about 2 taps of it in my pan and just begin to blend it. I really like this type of shade for my first color because I feel like it really just gives a nice wash to the lid. Using the same fluffy brush, I'm now going to go into Desert Queen right here and work this into the crease as well. These 2 shades combine and kind of make more of like a mustardy orange shade that I think is really nice. Now to deepen that up, I grab a little bit smaller blending brush. I'm going to go into the shade Suede right here in the corner, and I'm going to deepen that up. So for this one, I just like to keep it on the outer edge, so kind of stamp it down and then begin to blend it in. So now we're going to go ahead and work with this blue shade. So this one is called Dreamcatcher, and I'm going to throw this one all over the lid. I'm just using a MAC 242. Now this is kind of similar to, it's not like a foiled shimmer shade. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, but I think this is more of like a matte. So what I like to do is just tap this shade on. That's what I feel like works best with it. If you just use like a flat synthetic brush and you kind of just tap it onto the lid, it kind of gives the most pigmentation. All right, and then now I'm going to go into Moonchild, which is this really pretty deep blue shade. And this one has a little bit more foil in it than that other blue shade, but I'm just going to go into this one and kind of do the same thing. And I'm just working this one just on the outer corner. I'm kind of using it to just deepen this up. So I just kind of map it, and then I'll go in and blend it afterwards. So after I kind of place it down, then I'll go in with my blending brush and just work in small circular motions to just blend out the edges. And then for lower lash, I'm just gonna use Fringe, Desert Queen, those two just like orangey shades they went in first with, and just rock those back and forth onto the lower lash line. All right, and then that is the eye look. I'm gonna go ahead and put my lashes on, and then I'll be back to finish up the video. So my final recommendation is I do definitely recommend the Rutic Glam palette from Dominique Cosmetics. I don't think you can go wrong with this palette. Obviously, if it's not in your color wheelhouse, then I think you probably could skip on this one. But for me, I do feel like you get a lot of different looks out of this palette. You can get neutral looks, more fun looks like what I have on today. I do think you get a lot of variety with it, with the pinks, the greens. I just think it has a lot of fun and interesting shades in here. I don't think it's bad for the price point. You do get really large pans, you get a nice mirror, and I love the packaging on this one as well. You guys will have to let me know what you think down below. Are you planning on picking up this one? Did it pique your interest? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.